Well, good morning and welcome back to Cityline. With me, I have two powerhouses. Man, once we get into this, you're going to be like, whoa, my God. Please welcome back to the comfy couch, Dr. Kimberly Keith. You are the executive director of Hilltop Artists. We're going to talk about the spring sale 2025, as Jack used to do on Will and Grace. You brought with you Goddess Incarnate, Lily Demko. You are a Hilltop Artist student. Welcome to Cityline.
Thank you so much.
And I get to hear your story here in just a second. I cannot wait. And also, I can't wait to find out what's in your hands. First off, can we get an up-close shot of Dr. Kimberly's necklace? And you're going to tell us here. Oh, well done. What is this? Tell me, because this is big.
This is an implosion necklace, but this is the one and only implosion that I have made in my lifetime.
I love
Jason
that.
Elliott helped me make it up at Pilchuck when we took 32 of our students up to Pilchuck for a retreat.
I love that.
And I love it.
So let's just roll right into one of our videos because it will help us answer the question, what is Hilltop Artists?
Hilltop Artists is a youth development organization that uses glass as a means of engaging young people. And so we work with students 12 to 26 years old in glass making. And so maybe it's flame working like this pendant that I'm wearing, or hot glass, making like the lovely bowls that are on the table here today. We do fusion as well, which is using room temperature glass to make pictures and then fusing it together in a kiln. And so it's lots of different glass making techniques, but our students come together and work as a team. And so they're learning communication skills, verbal and nonverbal. It's like a dance when you see them on the hot shop floor making things. And so the skills that our students learn are transferable to other aspects of their education and their lives. And so it's really important. This program that we offer is really important.
It is. I mean, I've often said it's not about the glass, it's about the soul. That is exactly what you're working on. Lily, when I say that, I saw a certain look in your eye just flicker right now. Will you tell our audience your story from beginning to how you got on this couch about Hilltop Artists and what it's meant to you and what it's done for your life?
Yeah, so I started the Hilltop Artist Program when I was 12, so I've been doing this for 5 years now. I just really loved it. I went to Hilltop Heritage because I wanted to do glass blowing, like I sought it out. So it was really cool. And then I recently just got a job with the Museum of Glass, so that's been super cool. I've been able to do their visitor services team, and they just welcomed me, and it makes me feel so happy. I get to talk about glass whenever, and people actually ask me to talk about it, so I'm like, yes, I'll tell you all about it. And yeah, it's just awesome. So.
Lily, you are someone, I think it comes across on camera, but it certainly comes across in person. You are beyond your years. I had to catch my breath when I can do math. You're 17 years old. Are you kidding me? And even Dr. Kimberly is like, oh my God, yes, you are incredible. Just your poise, just your clarity, and just the joy that comes out of you when you talk about Hilltop Artists, and congratulations. Getting a job at the Museum of Glass is not an easy thing to do. Many people would want to work there, and you nailed it. Speaking of nailing it, what do you have in your hands? And let's hold it up so we can get a good camera shot. What is this?
We just named her Patricia. She's our chick that I made for the spring sale.
Yes.
And she has some flame worked pieces on her, a little pearl necklace, some cute little eyes, and then some grass.
She is precious. I have a red one that's kind of like the sister to Patricia. And I'm thinking my red one, which is Scarlet, needs a sister. So I maybe happen to be pushing and shoving at that spring glass sale. Dr. Kimberly, let's talk about the spring fundraising drive. What do we need to know, and how do we make it successful?
Well, the spring sale is May 3rd, and then that is kicking off our spring fundraising drive. Like I said, Hilltop Artists is really important, and so it takes all of us to keep it sustained.
Yes.
And so that's what we're doing, is we are sending out emails and letters and putting things on our website about our fundraiser. We would like to raise $150,000 between now and June 30th.
All right.
And so that is our mission. And sometimes people think of the arts as something extra, but the arts are something that is very essential to our lives, our clothes, our jewelry, our TV, our music that we listen to. We're surrounded by art every day. And it's really important that we start our young people with an appreciation of art and the ability to try their hand at it. And that was my childhood, you know? And so I know how important it was to me. And so recreating that for young people on the Hilltop, where I grew up on the Hilltop, you know, that is how I developed my sense of self and my values. And so, yeah.
And here you are, which is incredible. Let's talk about Tacoma Creates. Can you give us some examples, because we've got about 2 minutes left here, of some of the ways that they have made programs and programming a reality?
Tacoma Creates, I don't know if everybody knows what it is, but it is a cultural access tax here in Tacoma that supports, I think this last year, 71 different organizations to provide programming for youth and families and folks in the community. Hilltop Artists, we're based at Silas High School and Hilltop Heritage Middle School, and we wanted to do programming out in the community so we could broaden our reach and share Hilltop Artists. And so we're doing a program in conjunction with Tacoma Public Libraries. It's called Fuse Together, and people can come and make fused glass tiles, and then they make two. One they get to keep and one that is contributed to a collaborative project, which is then put together and then put into the library.
Yes.
And then they get to keep the tile for themselves. And that way a lot of families can come together and have a really fun afternoon and make something. And it's interesting working with glass because we have access to paper and pens every day in our life.
Yes.
And drawing is important as well, but something glass is just, it's taking that next step with the material. And so
it absolutely is. I mean, I have to tell you, this glass that we have in our studio brings so much joy to people. If I had a dime for every person that walked in and went, oh, that's the first thing, you would have made your $150,000 goal, because people love glass. When we talked about Fuse Together, Lily, your face just lit up because I know you love this program. Lily, if there's one thing, one word that people would get from being a part of Hilltop Artists and donating, what would it be?
Community?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
On that note, thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you at the spring sale.
thanks for having me.
Head of the week is coming up. We got to get Porter a new home. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.